Take me where the dreams fly higher.
It's that time. Welcome back to Rengage. And we're early. We are the opposite of early today. I actually had a lot of corrections to do, and it looks like you'll have to let me know. Can you tell anything different? It feels like my colors are way off. Like suddenly the camera is just doing whatever it wants, and now I'm kind of washed out and kind of green. Like I'm 6 feet in front of a green screen. My goodness. Anyway, welcome back though. We got roughly 45 minutes to get into Voyager and make it home in one shot. I think I can't see this going poorly at all. As always, you are sort of requested, not quite required, to bring a comfort beverage and join us in that deliberate indulgence of our gaming hobby, that intentional leisure, if you will. Tea should be ready. Let's have a sip. It gets better like every time. That's the best part. Well, since I'm late, I should probably like skip on the news segment, you know, and just get right to it. I mean, I feel like you know the news. It's just like, hey, Pragmata's doing great, you know, that kind of thing. There's just not, it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot to talk about. There are tons of games coming out and tons of trailers for them. You know, one of the weird things I noticed, hey, let's see if you noticed this. I know I said I'm going to skip it, right? But we're going to talk about it. And for one, the music sounds really loud to me, at least to my ears. May not be for you. I feel like, so I follow game trailers, and as such, the YouTube algorithm gives me constant game trailers. It's actually pretty great. I very much enjoy it, even if I'm not into the game. I like seeing what's coming out, and then we get some real bangers sometimes. I noticed I get a lot of PlayStation. I don't have a PlayStation, but I see it anyway. It seems like most of the games coming out, if not 100% of them, were action RPGs, and I was like, how many? Like, why is that? It seems a little strange. Like, I know the console can do more than that, but it might be, maybe it's just that they know that's the kind of game that's optimally played. Like, you get a controller, you get a good piece of hardware, and you just go at it, and people have a lot of fun. I mean, look at, like, Crimson Desert is going great. You've got your classics, and you've got Elden Ring. All those other games I can't think of right now. It might just be consoles like the PlayStation are just excellent for action RPGs, just like Super Nintendo was like fabulous for classic RPGs. And I just noticed that yesterday, I think. It's like, man, there's just a ton of action RPGs coming out. All right, well, I do believe I still have promised you that we will play Voyager. Stream Deck is not interacting with the music. That is great news. But that's okay. Now we get Voyager. All right. So we're in Sector 4. We can see, indeed, Voyager is moving around on the map, so that's pretty cool. All right, so we need to, well, okay, so we've done plenty well on keeping morale high. So the Kazon are constantly harassing us and bothering us, as they do. And we just need to stay alert for future Kazon attacks, which, you know, we are. And, okay, where are we? So I literally have not looked at this since last we played. Like, batteries are doing great. We could use some duranium. Food is doing well. We got lots of deuterium. Not nearly as much as I would like, but but here we are, so let's start having a look-see. And what are our projects going on? So we're upgrading crew quarters. We're going to get people out of the emergency quarters and get them into something a little more substantial. And I think someone is fixing up the hull, which is good because I keep breaking the hull. Oops, I keep hitting escape key. All right, so we have an adrift ship here. It looks Talaxian from where I'm sitting here, but who knows? We have a repair station there, which I think last time we went there is expensive. Like, it cost way more than we were willing to pay. Like, give us all your food and we'll fix your hull. Yeah, let us continue. Let's see what we got. Ship's really trashed. Well, it does look Talaxian, so that wouldn't surprise me. Let's scan it first, have a look. Faint life signs, hit hard by radiation. So, hey, we heard a distress call, I guess. Doesn't appear to be Talaxian. Captain Rivas. Unprepared for subnucleonic radiation. They couldn't manage the exposure. That doesn't sound great. So they won't last long. They can't warp. They can't do anything, really. So we could take them home. I think we can also... I feel like we can do both of these things. We should be able to take them home. And hey, while we're at it, by the way, we can get you, we can fix you up. It's a pretty good chance of success. Success. I feel reborn. We're still stranded. Polyferronide? Sounds like some kind of... Okay, polyferronide is rare. Any ideas? We're not far from the Drayan system. They've got it on their moons. We'll need to get permissions from them first. That seems fair. No. So they're very private. Over-reliant. Oh, so they were over-reliant on technology. They cut themselves off from it. Doesn't seem too bad. Oh. Okay, I know this episode. This will be interesting. Alright, so... that's in a different sector. Let's hit the interstellar cloud up first real quick. Alright, so we can fly into it and 50-50 shot of good or bad. It makes sense to deploy collectors. Whew. Alright. Cool. We're in pretty decent shape on deuterium. I mean, we got a lot of cycles before that's going to actually run out and cause us problems. And then I wish I could see how much... I wish I could see the same with food, but it seems like enough. Alright, so we go to sector. I'm going to fly over here. Hey. And we got enhanced maneuvering thrusters. It's going to serve us well. Do we have enough science points to research anything? We do. All right. So it's like, yeah, while we're in flight, let's get ourselves spruced up. Combat seems really important right now, to be completely honest. Higher shields would be good. Reducing their shield penetration seems like a great idea. This would be great if I could make more torpedoes. That seems cool. Kind of like both of these. Maybe we need to consider combat tier 3. The other thing, I was sort of like accidentally reading about it, but is that the large cargo bays are actually super duper worth it. Like, just the sheer storage on them. You get 500 here, but 3,000 there. They take up a lot more space, but that they're much more efficient and valuable for storage. The only problem is if one of them gets destroyed, you lose everything that's in the cargo bay. And so you've got like a much bigger target sitting around to be destroyed as opposed to like 2 of your 4 in a grouping. But still, these things seem wildly more efficient. So that's a possibility too. What's dynamic storage? And oh, they cost less to maintain. I kind of like that. Double food rations. There we go. But we still are in the middle of Kazon territory, so this is where it gets tricky. Some more hull integrity wouldn't be a bad idea. But if we can get 20%, basically 20% stronger shielding, that might be a incorrect terminology, but that seems useful. So let's do that. This is ready. Let's build another one. Nope, we are missing uranium, so we can't do anything. The hull is fixed up though, so that is great news. We don't have enough gel packs for more life support. Oh, we do. Yeah, let's start opening these up. Oh, because it takes... I think it's because... So it takes 7, but I think it's because of all these areas that can open up. This one takes 3 because most of it's, you know, turbo lift. Well, let's get this going in the meantime. The more of our ship we can bring back on, the better. A nutritious opportunity. Class M planet, teeming with life. Restock food supplies, a little detour. I mean, those guys aren't dying of radiation. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's just right here in the same sector, for crying out loud. All right. A green M-class planet. Oh, look at that episode. Voyager fans, you'll know what we're in for there. And anybody who hasn't seen it, you're in for... we're on for a treat. All right, BD and Interceptor, but I assume that's, again, not a situation where it's actual jump into combat. So let's finish what we were here for first. Go to Drain 2. So we can send a away team, but I thought we wanted to ask permission first. Of course, these are not listed as such, so that's not an option. All right, never mind. Go back there. Okay, so we'll send people down, and also we'll ask for forgiveness. That's fine. All right. So there's a lot of command opportunities here. Potential combat opportunities. I say opportunities. We want pilot, which is just going to be Tom, and I think partially from knowing what the episode is, I kind of want to send Tuvok. But we're going to see if we can do a better job of it this time. So there's a science challenge here. And Tuvok's got some of it, but Harry's a little bit better off on it. Let's send Harry Kim down. Oh, I guess level is a thing too, right? He's level 5. We should give Harry some screen time. He got lots of it in the show. That poor fool. Ah, we've lost control. We're going down. So we can modify the shield matrix to absorb impact. That seems rough. We can just brace and tough it out, which seems rougher. Or Tom Paris can do an emergency landing. So part of me just kind of wants to do some of these other things, right? Oh, bracing for impact seems terrible. So does that. I can't imagine the shield matrix absorbing impact. Skillfully crash lands the shuttle, and we emerge unscathed. Alright, something's here. Attempt to negotiate. We don't know what it is, but let's talk to it. We could scan it with tricorders, which would be a great idea. I don't know that we need to use force if necessary. Crying out loud, but... This one has the highest chance of success. This one makes the most sense. You have these magical scanner devices. I'm surprised it's so low, but I guess it's medical. All right, take your shot, Chakotay. Okay, it worked. 3 children emerge from the bushes. They plead for protection, saying their elders plan to kill them. Yikes! And a creature from a nearby cave is hunting them. Well, you guys just gotta come in both ways, don't you? Goodness. Away team's tricorders detect no other life signs. Suddenly, we hear another shuttle landing nearby. A Drayan shuttle, and a squad just deployed from it, and they're armed. So we could just start blasting. Seems like a really bad idea. That'd be funny, though. We can tack our way through this, or we can hide. For the next one, I'd like to keep Chakotay like unfatigued, I guess, because I think they take penalties to their skills. How hard can it be to hide from these guys? It's not. They search in vain, and then they fly away. So we gotta fix our shuttles, get the kids out of here before more Drayans come along. So we can do standard repairs, or we can do emergency repairs. Okay. As much as I'd love the science points, that's a really bad odds of success there. This is the last challenge. Go for it. See if we can get like a critical success. Hey, we did. Take off. We failed to notice the ship is trailing us. So it's like, did we do everything right? I guess we're going to find out in a second here, right? The atmosphere is blocking communications with the shuttle. Shall we contact the Drains? Yeah, I thought you were going to be working on that. Let's talk to Neelix. Connect with them emotionally, no technobabble. That's good life advice. So how do you connect emotionally if you are Captain Janeway? It's like, I'm Captain Catherine Janeway of the Starship Voyager. How are you? Alcia, First Prelate. May this day find you at peace. We do not have guests often. How can we help? Cooperation, open communication with your people. That's good. We're trying to help. They need some polyferronide. We're hoping to trade. What is important to you? Myself. I think in this case, Janeway probably would have said scientific achievements at one point, but the crew would be canonically correct. Oh good, you prioritize bonds between people. Let us discuss... Wait. The away team has returned. Oh, that's right, he wasn't on the team. So soon? They claim the Drayans left the children on the moon to die and returned to speed up the process. That doesn't make sense. The children claim so. They're in poor health and are currently in sickbay. Her ship's powering up weapons. You've abducted our people. Well, we rescued them. They were left there to die. Sacred duty, huh? Call hunting children a sacred duty? These children are our elders. When a Drayan nears death, they undergo the rite of passage on our sacred moon. They may appear as children to you, but that is how we age. Which is a new kind of weird. The shuttle crashed, and their guardians died. Confused, they must have forgotten. Please return them. It's crucial they die on our moon to fuel our spiritual journey. Now listen here. So, this is a weird situation. Like, what would you do here? Because it's like, you've got children that are like, they were unattended and afraid and saying that their people and a monster was coming to get them. Now that to me is a legitimate problem. And Drayans are like, no, that they're actually our elders. We just age backwards or something. Or maybe they go to adulthood, and as they approach the end of life, instead of growing older and more frail, they sort of revert. I suppose. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but it could be like, yeah, we're just as weird to them, right? They're like, what do you mean you don't revert back to your larval form? But we really have to take their word on that, because we don't know about things. This would have been really helpful if Neelix told us that. Like, that'd have been nice. Like, Neelix, is that true? It's like, yeah, they totally age backwards. Thank you. Good grief. Because otherwise we don't know. And so the other problem we have here is you do have some prime directive kind of stuff. Because it's like, you're not to get yourself entangled in internal affairs, partially because of situations like this where you don't actually know what you're doing. So the human inclination is absolutely to protect the children. It's like, their weapons are fully powered. It's like, well, bring them over here then. We'll show you our fully powered weapons. You know, if you want to start hurting kids. But if those kids are actually the elders, and there's a, and you know, our understanding of this, look at this graphics here. It's like their planet is, it might be a little dark there. It's just like this hard seam going through the center. It's like, part of it is I know how the episode goes. I wish we had more than this binary, just like make a snap decision situation. So it's like, do I try to mess us up and do whatever I want and see what happens? Because I'm like, you know, we could throw down. Then we don't end up getting the stuff. We're probably going to be worse off for it. We have a cargo hold, not a cargo hold. We have Drayan children on board, and if this is true, then they are basically, this is their form of kind of like hospice, I guess, and they are on their way out. And so we're going to feel like real dum-dums if we start a war and find out, whoops, we were right. I think the realistic thing a captain would do would be to, honestly, to trust but verify, right? I trust you, even if you don't. Ah, thank you. We'll beam your people. Okay, I might have maybe said, like, look, in our species, that's not at all how it works. So, you know, I beg your pardon for my lack of understanding, and you know, we do not mean to offend you or interfere with your culture and your life cycle, and that's just the way things are. It really would have made sense to check, and also to, how hard can that be to verify? So I don't know. Hopefully we made the right call there. But I can see going guns blazing also being a little bit weird. Might have been fun. All right. We don't need to cause more havoc. We're going to swing through here and then go over to this planet, and then we'll head back to the other place. All right. So this is going to be a neutral result. If we analyze and safely gather, a reasonable amount. Some crew still got sick. Well, that's all right. That's what happens when we're using Neelix's kitchen. Yeah, that's the Neelix and shield. All right, so life support is online down there. Ammo, cool. Now we can probably, well, it doesn't matter. We're not at power capacity yet. We could still switch that off because honestly, we could bring the shuttle bay back online. Oh, that eats up 8. That's all right. None of the power goes to surplus or anything like that. So, or I mean, it's not like it hurts anything. The amount you generate is the amount you generate. So, and it might be because we upgraded the warp core, so now we're getting 6 energy per deuterium now. So I think that ended up helping us quite a bit. So hey, see, that's planning. So we're completely out of uranium. All right, well, at the same time, we can start clearing these things out, right? Actually, we can do both. Yeah, we got enough power. Good. Clear that out. Somebody is working on the work team unassigned from there. You go help out here, so we'll get some resources out of clearing these rooms. Nothing can go wrong on this planet, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure we'll make all the right decisions. Oh, it teems with abundant life. It glows with a natural energy, a stark contrast to the desolate expanses Voyager often encounters, like Drayan 2. I volunteer to undertake a cataloging process. I've never seen our Vulcans so enthused. It just seems really rude. And especially, it's like, as our morale officer, I'm hoping some of my cheerfulness rubs off on him. I'd be like, hey, you're not the morale officer. You're my guide, and you took over the galley. And, like, for one, we have many Vulcans on this ship. And it would be really cool if, you know, if you learned his name. Oh, you said Mr. Tuvok later. And if you were a little bit more respectful of that. But I only got one choice. Alright, so, oh, we have another Talaxian. Okay, well, we can't say the Talaxian anymore. Alright. He even survived as a Kazon captive. Well, this guy, I feel like we need to put his skills, to the test here. Because if he's a true survivor with a quiet, deep knowledge of the region, he ought to be, like, he ought to be with, you learn a lot when you meet the wrong kind of people. That's true. Quote of the day. Because he's not the only person we've picked up in the Delta Quadrant that, just wants to get on out of there. Like, more so than just Neelix, now we sort of have a consortium of knowledge experts. All right, so we got 4 days until the cataloging of plants is complete. I'm pretty sure we can't leave this sector. Or maybe we can. We can fly to different systems in the sector. Got it. Let's return to Rivis. All right, we're getting some duranium finally. I don't think it's enough to build crew quarters here. Is it? Nope, we need twice as much. We've got our shield frequencies rotatable. Boy, the Kazon are just gonna be in so much trouble. I think this is useful, but at the same time, it's like, is it? Shuttle construction time. We can have more than one shuttle. Oh, we're at tier 3. Goodness. And not trade. We do have the cargo bay. Dynamic. I kind of like reducing the cost of cargo bays. Hull repair efficiency is very nice. And now we can have extra work teams. And if we have extra work teams, then we can turn some of the idle people loose on doing some of the repairs. So that seems almost more helpful, because you can assign a whole team to the repair. We can work on energy storage. We already have warp core efficiency. Honestly, I kind of like level 2. I feel like that's a good idea. For each work team, you repair hull by 1. So we have 2 offices right now. That'll give us 4 work teams to do whatever it is we're doing. We just don't care about the crew here. Science, again, nothing really seems that great. Hydroponics bay is okay. Transporter room. Oh, that's right. I gotta assign people to the transporter room. And I do like navigation deflector. That seems kind of handy too. All right, let's get back to engineering. All of these are actually really good. Let's work on the engineering offices, because we have a lot of idle people. And so we can have more engineering teams. Alright, so we gotta go over to this dude. We got lots of deuterium. Food is okay. But hey, there's food on the way. Gambling problem, Chakotay. Oh, it's not him. He's reporting it. He would never do that. All right. Number of crew members have been participating in some gambling ring, wagering their replicator rations. That seems wise. Again, as harmless distraction, the pot's growing quite large. Crew sees no harm in it. Morale is certainly improved. Final call is yours. So, I don't know if I personally see a problem with it. I sort of don't care. So I'm like, meh. I mean, I'd rather you do that than having a bad day. Why are we losing so much morale? Is it because we're still in the sector? All right, assign more teams. Oh, okay. Occupied, so I have... Okay, whatever. Here we go. Homesick, they're in emergency quarters, and things are just rough. Okay. Homesick is going to be like forever. Where is the transporter? Oh, Chakotay's in the transporter room. That works. All right. Okay, so he gives some percentage. Oh, no. Get back in there. So he adds a bonus to everybody's skills on away missions. I think we covered that before. I just kind of forgot. All right. Glacial planet. We should probably analyze the animals before hunting. Make sure we don't do anything dumb. And we get a ton of food. Ooh. All right, we are good to go. Look at this. It's ruthlessly efficient. So we can swing by here. We can hit these duranium deposits. Maybe the trading station. We'll be in good shape. Another Kazon attack. Oh, geez. I guess that's a thing. All right, so this is going to be rough. Why don't we have another hero here? Oh, because he's not there. Shield hacking seems good. What's the Maquis maneuver? Increases rotation speed. Boost weapon damage output. Actually, that's not bad. 20-second cooldown, maneuvering, instant shield recharge. Maquis maneuver actually seems pretty solid. We're going to try this. I don't know that auto-resolving this combat is going to be great.
What are your orders, Captain?
All right, so what we got to do here. Okay, what happened? Oh, here's our pips. Okay. So this is like Elite Dangerous, right? Allocate energy to weapons, engines, shields. Yeah, to boost all that. So I want to put it all to weapons and shields. Okay, perfect.
Ability ready, Captain.
And then offensive actions. Honestly, I just want you to go nuts.
Moving to defend the front, Captain. Shields down, Captain.
Our shields are down.
Shields down, Captain.
But. Okay.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain. Shields down, Captain.
All right, so our shields are getting hacked. All right, so for one thing, our weapons are getting kind of hosed. Fix
Enemy
those.
shields destroyed, Captain.
Also take that. I think we need to try to get to the Gone, which we cannot do.
An enemy is fled, Captain.
Good, take that. All right. Does that mean we can flee? Nope.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Shields down, Captain.
Yeah, they're doing some craziness, aren't they?
Ability ready. An enemy is fled, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Alright.
An enemy is fled, Captain.
Yikes.
Enemy ability ready, Captain.
Okay. Oh, we took a lot of hits on that. Hull breach on deck 3. Yikes. Jonas. Oh, hey. Jonas here. What do you need, Captain? Listen. She's busy with the wounded. Guess I'm on comms duty. I don't like him. Console just blew up right in some of the crew's faces. Pretty nasty. I'm fine, though. Oh, good. Thank goodness for that. It's almost a miracle we went this far without taking casualties. That deadline the 35 gave us, it's passed. The 35. Alright. Make some friends. I agree. Hey, we're not far from Sobris, home to the Kazon Pomar. There's someone who owes me a favor, Jal Tursa. I'm sure this will go well. Yeah, you know, does he have authority to treat with us? No. Give the undecided critical pause on their ultimatum. Oh, were there 35 that wanted to get to the Gone? Okay. I think we should 100% seek an alliance. Like, I've been wanting to do that for a while now, honestly. I might have actually got into some sort of negotiations with Cullah from the very start. Because, I mean, there's a lot we can work with on that. We don't have to like them. But if they're shield hacking us now, good lord. Ah, we've been waiting. Yeah, here's some stuff. Oh. Okay, so here's some stuff. And some science points. Beam those over. Thank you. And everybody's happy again. Alright, so Innocence worked out pretty well. Some people are injured, so they hurt and sting. Sector threat level is rough. And the average enemy power is stronger than us, which is what I would think is suboptimal, honestly. Alright, so the engineering office is broken. Everything's broken. The crew quarters are broken, right? And so is emergency quarters. Okay, so fix that. And honestly, I feel like the hull needs to be fixed. Assign. Never mind. Do I have to upgrade it first? Is that my problem? Upgrade. I need a work team to upgrade it. Ah, man. For some reason, I thought that was automatic. I'm just a dum-dum. All right, well, no available work team. What is everyone else doing? Is it because... Okay, they're working on the hull. They're going to have to. It's going to get rough for a little bit, guys. I need that fixed so we have another team. But we can't just sit around and get hosed. That's rough. Alright, so that's online. I have the technology, don't I? Oh, is it because that's because we're still researching it, right? The wrong spot. That's why. How much less than that? 5 days. Okay. All right, we'll work on that later. Crew morale is not in great shape. I wonder what this at the top means. Does that mean my cap has dropped? So minus 300 to your maximum morale, right? That can't be right. Well, we can repair some of these really quickly. Or at least one of them really quickly. Beam stuff aboard. That's what the transport is for, or the tractor beam is for. Alright, so we've got enough stuff to fix things. And then we need to go get Tuvok and Kim back. Or Tuvok and... Maybe just Tuvok. Alright, so that's online. Fix that up. Do we have... No, because we've only got 2 repair teams. Which is the whole reason I did this. Perfect. Fix that up. We're still fixing up the hull. Engineering offices are enhanced. And we have enough science points now to do some stuff. Man, combat's gonna have to just take a front seat again. Alright, so we're gonna hit combat level 3. Fixing that up. And what were we doing? Hey, here we are. All right. Deuterium's still good. Food's still good. Tritanium is actually doing okay. So I think we just bop right over here. Perfect. All right, everything's back online. These are just straight up offline because of life support being broken. Oops. Fix that. That's where half the problem was. Okay. Oh, I forgot we had disruptors. Okay, well that is terrible. We need a work team to be able to upgrade. It takes 8 days. There we go. Everything's back on. Let us, yeah, we got the resources. This is a long-term investment, so that'll kind of help us. Let's see what happens here. We're having transporter problems. Those transporters. Buffering pattern nominal. Wait! There's only one life sign. Is it Tuvok? So we can complete, we can abort, we can try to get more info. Now, I think the sensible thing would be to complete the beaming process. Wait, what? No, I see. Okay. A stranger materializes, a being both familiar and alien. They stare in disbelief. He bears a perplexing resemblance to both Tuvok and Neelix, but is neither. Hook him to security. Intruder alert. Wait, I am Tuvok, and I am Neelix. The bioscanners, their patterns have merged. Well, you want a credible explanation? Transporter malfunction. Seems illogical. No, it seems pretty logical. But I could tell you the recipe for my Talaxian surprise or recite verses from the teachings of Surak. All biological matter is merged on a molecular level. Surprisingly healthy. In such plentiful organs, he's a fusion. I am Tuvok and I am Neelix. Their minds, their memories, they are mine. It sounds so ominous. You're all my good friends. I don't really care about any of these right now, but how do you feel about that? I have a single consciousness. Listen, I didn't say anything about multiple personality disorder. I was just, asking how you feel. Their genetic pattern, since I wasn't looking for plants. 1 orchids. Well, they're part of your genetic structure now, too, so you can photosynthesize. Somehow the plant messed up the transporter, which is great news. What should we call you? Nevok or Tuvix. All right. Yeah. 1 transporter protocols. I'm assuming that's something I gained. Like, is that a research thing that became available? Metaphasic shields. Ooh, okay. That actually sounds awesome. That's what we need to be. My goodness, what is happening here? So, but I'm assuming, yeah, there's some medical technology thing we've unlocked here. Trying to see if that's what's happening. Sick bay, stronger Talaxian ally. Good luck with that. I don't know. Whatever, but yeah, it does seem like I almost want to abort that and go to the other thing, but I feel like I won't get the resources back. Oh my goodness. What are we gonna do, huh? Yeah, do a manual save just in case. We really are making a mess of the Delta Quadrant. But, you know, sometimes them's the breaks. Oh my goodness. All right. Tuvix is a pretty infamous episode. So it's gonna be interesting. It's like, what moral decision are you gonna make, Ren? I already have the decision made. I know how I'm gonna handle this. We'll see if the episode will change my mind. That'll be kind of interesting. So, all right, everyone. Well, thank you very much for joining me for another excursion across this sector. Kazon are actually starting to become a credible threat. I don't know about that shield hacking business. I know they have Seska on their side, but for crying out loud, she can't be that good, you know. But I guess they got to make them more threatening somehow without, or something. I don't know. There's no reason for those shields to go offline. Oh, I know why they're going offline, or at least I'm pretty sure. Okay. And maybe you'll figure it out too. If you don't already know too, you might. All right, at any rate, I'm gonna get out of here. Maybe I'll get my camera fixed. As we often say, it just wouldn't be a Rengage stream without some technical issue. I just love it. You have to have some kind of adversity to have fun, I suppose. But at any rate, coming up next, we've got Epic Thursday. I forgot what the game was already, but it looks kind of fun and cute. I think we're gonna have a good time. So we'll see you then.